Hi guys, Johnny, Sam, Maya here today, and we're going through our Spiderman split squat matrix, okay? Now, again, I haven't set this up because I want the teaching in it, so it's easier for me to teach so that you can see what we can do better when it comes to this exercise. Brilliant exercise for hip, knee, ankle, thoracic, mobility, shoulder mobility, and leg strength. So without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, what I want you to do, so Maya, if you stay facing the camera so that we've got that way, and then if Sam, you turn to this side, and Sam, do you need to be a bit closer just in case because your back leg is going to be way out there, okay? So in fact, just come a touch more. Perfect. Right, so what the guys are going to do is they're going to step one leg back as far as they can. So, and the thing here is that both legs have got to be facing forwards. So if the back leg is turned out like that, then we're not in a great position. So you can put two hands on the ground at the moment. Okay, so they're in this good position, and you can see here that Sam's back leg is facing forward, so it's not turning, he hasn't got his heel turned in, and Maya is the same. So Maya, you want to keep that knee off the ground, so she doesn't want the knee on the ground. Now they're in two really good positions, right? I didn't expect them to get into that position so quickly. Now, what I want them to do, you can see that the elbow on each of them is on the outside. Now, the elbow should be on the inside. Okay, so if you bring the leading hand, good, and then you want to put, so the other hand, Maya, good, pop it in the inside, and then you want to put your hand firmly clasped over your foot. Now, you can see here, the elbow is now on the inside, it was on the outside, and she's clasping her foot. Now that's to keep the big toe down, and you can see the same here with Sam. Now the other advantage of having your elbow on the inside is now you can push the knee out. So now we're getting that huge glute stretch. Now I want the big toe, I want this big toe nailed to the ground, so I don't want the foot coming off like that. We hold this position for 10 seconds. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in some thoracic rotation. So this is the leading leg. So what I want them to do now is take this hand off, and I want you to rotate, I want you to look towards, I want to get your chest to touch your knee, okay? So you can bring your hand up in the air. Good, yeah, bring your hand up in the air. Good. Now they hold this position for 10 seconds. So I call this looking towards the knee, or bringing the chest towards the knee, and they're holding that position. Hold that position for 10 seconds. So back down into normal position again. Hand on the foot, elbow on the inside. Now because we've done straight and we've looked towards, now we're going to look away. So now you're going to try and rotate your chest away. So you're really going to try and rotate, and you're going to push that knee out. Rotate and push that knee out. So that's the third one, and we hold that for 10 seconds. Again, we're getting this huge stretch through the back leg. You want a slight knee bend on, but you don't want your knee on the ground. It's a tough exercise, this, okay? Big ankle mobility, knee flexibility, hip mobility as well. So then we come back into the center. And from here, I'm going to just show you guys as well while we're down here, okay? I want you to here now, your leading hand is going to slip out like that a touch. The elbow stays on the inside, and then you're going to slide across so you get more of a glute stretch. Good. So you can see the elbow stays on the inside, but they slip the hand on the outside, and they're trying to go all the way across here. More of a glute stretch. So we hold this position for 10 seconds. Then we're going to repeat the procedure that we did a while ago. So now we're going to look towards, so don't take your hand off this time. So now look towards, good, and look towards, and hold that for 10 seconds. And then when they've done that 10 seconds, then they're going to look away. So really pushing that knee out. Fantastic. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we come back into that middle position again, okay? And now what we're going to do, try and do from here, is see, can we get both elbows onto the ground? Really good. So both of them doing fantastic in this position here. Excellent hip mobility and range, good glute mobility, keeping the heel on the ground, keeping the knee pushed out, and we're holding this position for 10 seconds. So back up onto your hands again, guys. Okay, so with the leading hand, the leading knee, leading hand, right, what's going to happen, again, I'll just come down so I can show the guys, okay, is that this hand is now going to come off, so my leading hand is going to come off, and now I'm going to thread the needle through my hand. In fact, what I'm going to do first is this hand, the thumb is going to face out. So you face that thumb out, good. So that opens up my shoulder in a moment. So now I thread the needle through, and then I come and I really open out like that. So I do 6 of these. Good. So that thumb turned out here really opens them up into that position there. Good. So when you've done your 6, what we're going to do then is back into the neutral position, but this time both elbows are on the outside of the knees, okay? And the hand is on the floor. So you go from here to here. Now you bring your hands back a touch, okay, good. And then from there, you're going to have to manage your balance and you're going to have to come up into a standing position. Good, right? Try and keep your leg where it is. Don't move the legs, okay, good. Now balance is an issue here as well. Hands go on the head if you can, right? And now you lean back, Sam. So you can see Sam is too far for, his quads are on fire. That's okay, that's cool. Right, back into that position, good. And he wants to lean back a touch, good, excellent. And now from this position here, guys, you're going to drive that front knee forward. You're going to try and get your bum to be on your hamstring here. And leaning back, so you hold that position for 6 seconds. Oh my God, don't work with children, don't work with young adults, don't work with animals. If I could swear, bleep, bleep, I'd swear right now. Hold that position for 6 seconds and then back up into that position, good. And then back down, we're doing 6 of these. We're going to do 6 of these now. We're going to do 6 of these, right. Number 2, what are you doing? Get back in that position. Oh my God. Right, number 2. Oh my God. Lean back and then hold that position for 6 seconds. 6, 5, 4. Pretend he's leaning back. 3, 2, 1. That's 2 done. Good. Number 3. Yes, Maya. Yes, Maya. Number 3. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 done, Maya. See, can you do 3 more without? Good. Now when you get down there, you drive that knee forward, okay? And then you lean back. Now you got to really work hard. You got to go for it. And then you come back up. Good, much better. Now, the good news is that side will be done. And the bad news is you got to do the other side. 6. And I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm grand. So if you see someone dragging a leg, they've probably been doing our Spiderman split squat. But it's a great exercise for strength, for mobility, and maybe the guys can work towards that. Now, if you want to make it a little bit heavier or a little bit harder, then you can use, kettlebells or dumbbells. So when you're in that position there, you're holding that there, you're down in that position there, and you're holding for 6 seconds, and you're back up, and you're down in there. And really what I wanted from the guys was that the hamstring was covering the calf there, okay? So that kind of position here is where you want to be. And imagine having weights there and then holding that position as well. Getting the back foot in that position, and then up, and then back down again. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. We're working through this. We've got some work to do on this, obviously. We have other videos on our mobility matrix to improve your flexibility, mobility, range of movement, strength, and overall function. Hopefully Sam is able to link a few of the videos in the description there. And any comments you have, let us know. If there's any critique on it, how we can make it better, how we can make it easier. To make it easier, actually, what we should have said is if you had, so for example, to make it a bit easier, if you elevate your front foot, that's the regression, okay? That's the regression into that, so that'll be a lot easier. Now, you might want a bigger box. If you want to make it tougher, you elevate the back leg, okay? So that one then will be into that position there, so you can go more into hip extension. So they're the 2 ways. So either elevate the front leg, a regression, elevate the back leg, a progression, add some weights, progression, maybe increase the time under tension or the number of reps. You might do this 2 to 3 times a week. I try and do this 5 times a week. And you really see your strength coming along as well. Okay, like I say, hope you enjoyed the video. I've been kind of flitting about with my words here today, so apologies for that. But we'll see you on the next video. That was a funny one. That was a good one.